In sports, there's always the outside chance that you're going to witness something you couldn't have ever imagined. And a team scoring 21 points before its offense takes the field could be put into that category. And that's exactly what Notre Dame achieved this evening en route to a 70-7 thrashing of Syracuse at Notre Dame Stadium. For the Orange, it was their worst loss in 132 years. So after such a humiliating defeat like this one, the only thing you can really do is turn the page. While Russell is someone who elected not to sign with Syracuse football, a rapper did. No, that's not a joke. I'm being completely serious. 25-year-old Najor Granger, better known by his stage name Tusi, is taking a break from his multi-platinum music career by turning a dream into a reality, pursuing football.
Yeah, Raheel, great to talk to you, and it's really an unbelievable venue. 9,000 capacity, which is unheard of, but that's how cool it is. It's so intimate, and the game hasn't even started. We're still having a lot of fans file in from one of the main entrances to my left, and then to my right, the court's literally right over there. So it's the most intimate arena. My press row seat actually is right courtside in front of the student section. I don't even know how I'm going to make it back to my seat. The student section is right over you. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before.
Syracuse football could use a Donovan McNabb right now. They made a statement last weekend by winning their first game ever at Clemson, but the big blow was losing starting quarterback Steve Angeli to a torn Achilles. That means from here on out, it's LSU transfer Ricky Collins taking over the reins of the offense, and Saturday marked his first career start when Duke came to town. So the Blue Devils and Orange Parents Weekend at a sold-out dome. Unfortunately, you see Angeli on crutches. Collins getting loose, hoping to shine in his first ever start, but it didn't go well at the beginning. Just 90 seconds in, Caleb Weaver with the interception, and that was a sign of things to come in this one. Syracuse tried to get some momentum going, and who better but Yasin Willis showing off his athleticism with the hurdle, a 35-yard run. Syracuse did have to settle for a field goal, so it was 3-3 at that point. Duke was up by 7 early second quarter. A nice play by Jonte Cook, right? But my goodness, he's popped. The ball is loose. Bradley Gumpers recovers the fumble, and Duke quarterback Darian Mensah had himself a game. Cooper Barcade into the end zone. The Harvard transfer making it 17-3 Blue Devils, and then inside the final 2 minutes of the half, it's Barcade again. Left really wide open, 24-3. Duke just silencing the crowd inside the dome. We go early second half in a bit of deja vu here. Jonte Cook fumbles the football again, and Deshaun Stone there to get it loose. Duke capitalized at the other end. Nate Shepard was unreal, 168 rush yards. It was 31-3 Blue Devils heading into the fourth, and well, Duke continued to cruise. Insult to injury, Anderson Castle, another running back, getting in on the fun. 38-3, it was all Duke in this one.
Sadiq White hands off King straight away. Out to the left wing, catch and shoot Anthony. It swirls in and out. Oh my goodness, rebound Tennessee. Anthony thought he had 3 points, so did everyone here in the dome. Gillespie for the Volunteers, dribbles to his right hand, all the way to the lane, lays it up and in right side. We're tied again, 18 apiece, 6:15 to go first half. At the other end, it's Nate George. Rolls off the screen, right wing. Passes out to the corner. Anthony gives off around the perimeter with Kyle. He's got it straight away, defended by Brown. Floated pass back outside for Kings. He gets the return feed from Kyle. The shot clock's down to 6. Right wing dribble from Anthony, who's knocked off the ball. It's a clean steal by Evans, a 2-on-1. Evans, lefty layup, no good. Offensive board, and the putback true for Jacoby Gillespie, who has 4 quick points. Tennessee up 20-18, 5:38 to go first half.
And Sadiq White and Kyan Anthony in a heated discussion after that turnover.
And speaking of White, he's got it. Nearly has it knocked away as he picks up his dribble right side just inside the 3-point line. Anthony dribbling to the right elbow, gets through to the block. Layup left short off the right side of the rim. It's tapped around. A whistle from the far side official. He has a kick ball against Syracuse. So Tennessee will take over. Nate Ament checks back into the game. The freshman is Tennessee's third ever top 5 recruit in the country. The last was Tobias Harris back in 2010. Ament primarily focused on soccer growing up. He didn't start taking basketball seriously until he was 13 when the COVID pandemic began. He had a growth spurt and developed into one of the best high school players in the nation. He's back into the game. And a lob inside, Okpara. The reverse layup, no good off the right side of the rim. And the rebound secured outside the three-point arc by Kings. He swings it far side, Anthony. Moves inside, Kyle, the floater, true. He pulled up from close range and knots the score again. It's 20-20 inside the final 5 minutes of the first half. And a missed handle, Kings the steal, and he's fouled. Chopped down low by Jacoby Gillespie, who commits his second foul, and the Orange are now in the bonus. So they'll move the ball down to the right basket where free throws are forthcoming from Nate Kings.
Syracuse in the bonus.
Kings
Upcoming 1-1 here.
Yep, 7 points, 1 for 2 at the line, and as Luke mentioned, a 1-1 here. The first attempt, money. And Syracuse has retaken the lead, 21-20. Second attempt, also true. It's a 2 for 2 trip for Kings. 22-20, Orange on top, 4:40 to go first half. Berg, the ball handler on the left wing. Dribbles with his right hand straight away. Feeds off for Boswell on the right wing. It's swung around the perimeter, left side with Ament. Gets the return feed from Brown. Ament one-on-one with George. Floats a pass to the left elbow. Brown kicks it out. Right wing three on the way. Boswell connects. Nothing but net from the sophomore. And Tennessee back on top, 23-22, 4:10 to go first half. At the other end, Kyle swings it around the perimeter. Anthony gives off for Betsy. He has it on the left wing halfway through the shot clock. Handoff for Kings, who spins around traffic on the left wing. He pulls up for the three. It's good! Nate Kings from downtown. The Orange back in the lead. It's 25-23 inside the final 4 minutes of the first half.
Syracuse has 25 points. Nate Kings has 15 of them.
He is balling out, and a foul called on the floor against Syracuse. Down at the right block, George bumped Dwayne Brown from behind. And that takes us to a timeout. Rather, it was Tyler Betsy with the infraction. It's a fast-paced and fun one. Here inside the Dome, the Orange on top of the Vols, 25-23. The final 3:38 of the first half are coming your way next. You're listening to Syracuse men's basketball on the original home of the Orange, WAER. We're ready for kickoff. Temperature 81 degrees, and we're underway. Syracuse, as usual, playing that long ball right away, trying to put Clemson under some pressure early on.
That's a good way to start for Syracuse, unless you give the ball away like this. This is where the game is going to be won and lost, though. It's in midfield, in transition. Both teams, they're going to want to stretch each other out like this.
And right away, it's Clemson building some momentum into the box. And a Castenfeld with the hold-up play. Short clips it in. Clearance away by Syracuse. Anna Rupert gives chase. She's impressed Nikki Thrasher-Adams as of late. Now making her third start of the season after being that spark plug off the bench early on in the campaign. But she's earned her way into the starting 11 for this team, and the senior just brings that energy.
And Nikki Thrasher-Adams told us midweek that she's enjoyed having just a set roster. It's been a while since she's been able to just pick the players she wants because of injuries in previous seasons. But it's about those substitutions that really make a difference, and that is why we've seen a few changes today for Syracuse.
And Short has the ball taken away from her by Vita Nyhan. However, she gives it right back. Nick mentioned it, Nyhan making her first career start with Syracuse in her 29th match with the Orange. This is her second year with the squad.
And it's another giveaway from Syracuse that gives Clemson a chance down the left flank. Natalie Brooks towards the corner. Header away for now. But the Tigers keep up the pressure. In the space, Reis Klein. She's going for goal here. Vanderbosch happily watches it sail over the bar.
And those are in these wide areas where Clemson can be really dangerous. The likes of Reis Klein down that right-hand side. It is a little bit, I think, a little bit more in favor of Syracuse because they're so good in the air. They're so good inside the box, but it's in those wide areas. If they keep letting crosses come in, that is where the Tigers are going to have those more opportunities, especially in and around the penalty box.
Here's Lyles. Edge of the area, a poor first touch from Brooks, but she recovers. Crossed in, Vanderbosch the save, rebound, put over the bar. Goodness me, Juju Harris, who we highlighted at the top, had a golden chance for her 6th goal of the season and can't capitalize.
Of all people, you would think she would put this in the back of the net. I think Brooks does an excellent job of getting the cross in anyway. Vanderbosch's punch wasn't strong enough, but Juju Harris, 6 yards out, open goal. Got to find the back of the net there. That should have been her 6th goal of the season.
Harris, only a freshman, but someone who has plenty of big-time experience playing for the Brazilian youth national teams over the years. She partook in the U17 World Cup with Brazil last year. She's from Pembroke Pines, Florida, just outside of Miami, but has Brazilian roots and decided to represent Brazil on the national stage. She's someone to look out for going forward. The fact that she's just a freshman is very promising.
I mean, she's not just one of the best freshmen on this Clemson team. She's one of the best freshmen in the country. Was the #9 ranked recruit going into this season, and someone I think that is just going to grow and grow in this Clemson team over the next 2 or 3 years. And I think it's going to be a little bit tricky for Eddie Radwanski to keep her from going pro at the rate that she's going.
Meanwhile, Ashley Rauch has won a free kick for Syracuse. The Orange so far 0-4-1 in ACC play. The Tigers 0-3-2. So both teams know the importance of this match right here.
And set pieces is where Syracuse has been really strong, especially in non-conference play. Haven't seen that same knack from the free kick that we saw earlier in the season. Big opportunity for the Qs early on.
Here's the service. Turns into a shot. Just wide. A little uncomfortable for Holgerson, who didn't know whether to go out or stay on her line. It all works out for Clemson.
I think Holgerson misjudged it initially. She decided to come out and then realized it was going over her head. And in some ways, a little bit lucky there that it was off target. But I think a goalkeeper of her experience, I think, was confident enough that it was going past the left post.
Holgerson from Charlotte, played all 90 minutes in the first 4 matches of the season, but as mentioned, has been split in time recently with reason, although she's the usual starter. Juju Harris called for the foul. A push-off, according to the official Brad Church.
Yeah, 2 fouls really early on for Clemson. I think that time maybe Harris was a little bit hard done by, but it's going to be physical in that midfield, like I said earlier. Both teams will want to be quick in transition. They will want to win the ball high up the pitch and capitalize on mistakes.
And that was a mistake from Nyan, giving it away. Kastenfeld, the distributor through the middle. Played all the way out wide. Crossed in. Harris got a piece of it, but it flashes wide.
Already a concern for me from a Syracuse perspective. Clemson are getting to the end line way too easy, and the crosses are coming in thick and fast. And I think Juju Harris is in the perfect position every time inside that 6-yard box. And Jolie Jenkins down that left-hand side. That was a great ball in. And you feel if that keeps happening for the Tigers, it's only a matter of time before Shea Vanderbosch is tested again.
Header flicked on, and it could be a chance. Klammer is in, one-on-one, and she scores! Mia Klammer scores for Syracuse, and the Orange break through just over 6 minutes in.